global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Ever since the internal squabbles between Wike and his prodigy and governor of Rivers State, I'm talking about Fubara, Fubara, the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, has been very quiet, but this time around, he have decided to speak on this matter. Don't forget, he's not only an elder statesman, he's also a former president. And he has said to talk to Fubara and Wike in particular. But before going to the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon, please go ahead. Click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Now, the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, has employed Governor Fubara of Rivers State and his predecessor, the FCT minister, Wike, to do this. It was gathered that Jonathan and his entourage landed at Port Harcourt International Airport around 11 a.m. to inaugurate a road construction project, a legacy initiative aimed at connecting the city with several coastal Ijaw communities in the state. Now, given the ongoing political crisis, some observers saw the invitation as a strategic move by Fubara and his team to cement their allegiance with fresh allies. And Jonathan, speaking at the inauguration of the 222.1 billion naira Trans-Calabari Road construction, emphasized the necessity for Fubara and Wike to collaborate in propelling the progress and prosperity of Rivers State. He noted that the political tension in the state was excessive, but emphasized that the crisis would not contribute to the development of Rivers. And the former president said, outgoing governors and incoming governors must know that they work together for the collective interest of the state, and that is critical. In the case of Rivers, Honorable Minister Wike and Governor Sim Fubara must work together to develop the lands and the people of Rivers State. The tension will not help. Jonathan asserted that destabilizing Rivers would adversely impact the Niger Delta region and would also generate ripple effects across the country, reiterating that Rivers remained pivotal to Nigeria. Rivers State is very critical in this country. Rivers State is the heartbeat of Niger Delta. If Rivers State is destabilized, the whole country will be destabilized, Jonathan told the gathering. And before the crisis, Jonathan was not widely perceived as an ally of Wike and his political faction. Nonetheless, Governor Fubara had been cultivating relationships with individuals holding different political beliefs than Wike to strengthen his newfound political group. Wow. A lot of Nigerians have been reacting to this. My colleague is in the house, and we want to look at this very critically. I could still remember there have been a lot of stories about Wike during the build-up of Wike's career. A lot of persons, even the likes of former PDP chairman Secondus, did mention that during the build-up of Wike's career, that they had to collaborate with Goodluck Jonathan. Then Wike had no political structure that much, trying to wage against an incumbent is not beans. And Wike had to leverage on some of these political lines to be able to get his strength and his strength and political allies right. But after a while, people just noticed that the former president was a bit on his own, and Wike was having other political allies here and there. Now, my colleague is in the house. What's your take on of course, we all know that Jonathan is a peaceful person. What's your take on the standpoint of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan?
No, he's just trying to be diplomatic. Let's tell ourselves the truth. There's no way Wike and Fubara can work together. It's an impossible suggestion. Talking about or encouraging both of them to work together is totally impossible. Because working together for Wike is me controlling you.
Oh, wow.
Well, for Fubara, working together is for you being your day. Let me also make I day my day. So, if that's their own definition of working together, then both of them can truly work together.
Even for the fact, even for the fact that Fubara is ready to form a committee to probe the past government, even though he was the accountant then, doesn't this speak volumes that there may not be any room for reconciliation?
Absolutely, there's no room for reconciliation. Now, I think Fubara is trying to let the world know that this Wike that you call so Mr. Project, I know all his financial dealings, and I'm pained that he robbed the Rivers people that much. That's the insinuation there. I'm ready to even expose myself because I'm going to go an extra mile to unveiling some of the transaction. You know, that Calibari, he made mention of something out of 21 billion naira. Wike paid just 6 billion. Now there are other routes like that. He said
That's
that
true.
the crowd of contractors who are coming in to make requests for monies to be paid, jobs that have been completed, Wike didn't pay. But guess what?
Commission too.
It was commission, but guess what? I can't condemn Wike that much. Ali was able to pay part. There are countless of their kind,
Past governors
who had even awarded such contracts and they didn't do anything about it.
heavens didn't fall.
And heaven didn't fall. So no matter what, we can still appreciate Wike that it was good. But the issue of working together is an impossible mission. There's no way we can work, just like you rightly said. If you say we work together and are about probing him, how can he be happy with that? He's not going to be happy because whatever the panel of inquiry will come up with will be made public, and that may attract EFCC, because if such document is not available to EFCC, they'll just be waiting for him to leave that ministerial position and they'll jump on him. So there's no way both can work together.
But there's something I noticed, very unlike Yeson Weekend. Normally, when all of this drama when it started, we can always call a press conference, and you see quite a lot. But ever since Governor Sim Fubara has insisted that he's going to have a committee that is going to probe, ever since Governor Sim Fubara have gotten a new team of ministers, commissioners working for him, ever since he now have a speaker and the house, yes, Wike seems to be very quiet. All of a sudden, he's now very, very interested in working his work and is no more interested in the crisis 4 day now. Do you think there's something that Fubara has right now that making Wike not to?
Reason why the quietness, he's now reminiscing on his past deeds, and apart from that, all of a sudden, the king of the jungle seems to have been stranded and sent out of the jungle. He's now testing what it feels like not to be in control of people. A small boy like Fubara, that was just a mere boy that I helped, all of a sudden is standing face to face with me in a battle. What a life. A lot of things are going to, and right now, if there's anything that he needs to do is to concentrate on his job, because if he, for any reason, does not deliver on what is expected of him, because according to the president, he said he was going to measure their performance at the end of the year. If at the end of the day he's found wanting, automatically he will be kicked out of office. And imagine how vulnerable he will be. No more power over anything, no more authority and all of that. So all of that is playing in there. So wisdom demands that as at this point, you are not elected officer in any way. So you gotta calm down. But the other guy, he's now a king of a town, a country. I'm telling you, I'm talking about Fubara. So all of this is like the reality is coming on Wike. That's the truth.
Well, for the now, this is just my personal opinion. I don't think for the now, I think Tinubu yes, Wike is still in the very good books of the president Bola Tinubu, because
I'm not doubting that. Yes,
just fairly recently, Wike president have actually mandated the Senate to look into a fresh approval of more projects for Abuja, that the first project, first budget rather, did not capture the amount of projects they are running. So they need to look into approving more projects for Abuja Metropolis, which means amongst the ministers, I could say with some level of boldness that Wike may be having a pass mark in his own ministry.
There is no doubt about that. He may be having a pass mark, but don't forget that politicians are politicians. They just can't be trusted. Even if you are delivering, and if he decides to reshuffle, there's nothing anybody can do to him. I'm telling you, despite all the fact that, or despite Wike's performance, if Bola Tinubu makes an announcement that he was going to reshuffle his cabinet, which will lead to the laying off of some persons and all of that, everybody, especially those who have cases, both in their own states and all of that, everybody will be scared because you can drop anybody. I mean, it's not whether you deliver, you do not deliver. Another person who has seen the train of event, when he comes on board, he will do differently. So that's just it. For now, I don't think that anybody can be so sure of his position. That's the truth.
Well, that is politics for you. It comes and goes, like the saying goes, soldier come, soldier go, barracks remain. And I guess the final say still lies with the president. But then again, That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on the answer given by the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, to Wike and Sim Fubara? Have a nice time.